Hey there, BES mentors. I hope that you guys are having a great summer, that you are enjoying some flexibility to your schedule. I know most of us still do schoolwork during the summer, but I hope that you're finding some time to rest and relax and enjoy your family or your kids or wherever life finds you. I did want to give you guys some information, and I knew the last thing you wanted to do was come meet with me over the summer. So I decided that I would make you guys a video. I would love to get feedback on what you think. Making a video is definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I did want to give you guys some background information that would help the start of our school year, especially as we have new teachers to support, and just kind of where we're headed in mentoring with our building, but also in Campbell County. I had the opportunity to attend the mentor roundtable during TLA, and we really are making a push to make our mentoring more meaningful and for us to be able to help support our new teachers to success. So I just want to share with you a little bit about that, but then also too a little bit about our vision for Brookneal Elementary and the direction that we want to go as far as mentors and how we can best support our new teachers. So I'm going to share with you guys a little bit about the vision. This year kind of presents us with some unique opportunities because we are not just supporting new teachers, we are leading the way in helping to shape the culture that we want to set forth for our school. It's really important that we see every interaction, all of our conversations, acts of encouragement, and meaningful feedback as a way to contribute to the environment that we are trying to build together. And I really wanted to think about what is our mission in being a mentor? What does it really mean? What does it look like? What is it that we want to accomplish out of it? And we really want to be able to build relationships with our mentees. So not just checking in with them once a month or even more often at the beginning of the year, but really building a relationship so that we are better able to guide them and give them practical and meaningful tools that will encourage and equip and then hopefully inspire them so that they can grow into confident educators who can improve outcomes for all of our learners and be able to contribute to a thriving school community. So we really need to be intentional in how we do this, and that's going to require us doing a little bit more work than in the past. But I think it's crucial that we build these relationships so that we can better move forward together with our mentees and then as a whole in our building. So some of the things that I think mentors really impact, I think that we help navigate challenges for our new teachers, and we want our new teachers to be able to come to us when they are facing a challenge. And that goes back to the relationship part of it. If we're intentional about building that relationship and then our mentee knowing that this is a safe space and that they can come to us, I think they're more likely to come ask for help. Build mentee confidence through intentional relationships, which we've already talked about. Supporting mentees and refining their instructional practices. This is huge as we are helping guide them through our curriculum, helping them make bookworms their own, but keeping the integrity of our curriculum. And then just being a connector to the mentee to developing the mindset and the culture that we are building at Brookneal Elementary. So in thinking about this mission, I came up with some things that I feel like are 6 roles of an effective mentor. And I kind of am calling this the profile of a mentor. What should a mentor look like? We are ambassadors, we are teachers, we are reflectors, we are collaborators, we are leaders, and we are light shiners. So what do each of these things mean? So as an ambassador, this matters because new teachers learn the culture of the school through the people around them. So our attitude affects so much. Embracing a new teacher with authenticity and warmness, modeling positivity, sharing our school values, supporting new teachers and feeling connected and included in our building is really big. So all of those things kind of make you guys an ambassador to our new teachers. You are the gateway to them understanding, hey, what is Brookneal Elementary all about and why do I want to be here? If we think about ourselves as teachers, so ambassadors first, teachers second, mentors are instructional guides who help guide new teachers in developing effective teaching practices that will positively impact our student learning, which is why we are all here. So we need to be able to model for our teachers high quality instruction, how to implement our curriculum with integrity and classroom management. And we will be working throughout the beginning of the year to build into our schedule times that you guys will be able to be in your mentees' rooms, and hopefully vice versa. And even time in the day that you would be able to sit down and talk to them to give some real-time feedback. We want to share effective planning, assessment, and instructional strategies. We want to demonstrate a commitment to continuous learning and growth. We want to support the use of our data to inform our instructional decisions. So how are they using this information that they are collecting about their students to inform their decisions, and then making space for that for remediation or even enrichment if necessary. And we want to foster a growth mindset by viewing the challenges as opportunities for learning. So the challenges that they face, we really set the tone in that of not just fixating on the challenge that's in front of us, but really helping give them tools to be able to see this, okay, this is an opportunity for me to learn and for me to build my toolbox in handling issues, not just today, but also down the road, and how will I be able to do this more effectively. If we view ourselves as reflectors, growth happens when teachers intentionally reflect on their practice. So asking thoughtful questions of your mentee. So not just checking off that list, but actually thinking about, like, what thoughtful questions can I ask my mentee? Encouraging self-assessment. Like, we want to look at ourselves as teachers and what we're doing, but also we want to guide our mentees in doing the same thing. We want to support our new teachers in identifying their strengths and their weaknesses. This is hard sometimes. We don't like to give people negative feedback, if I'm honest. It's not something that's always natural, but we really do need to help our mentees see their weaknesses and then help give them tools to grow from them, and even talk about our own personal experiences of where we have been weak and the things that we have done to grow. We want to collect data for our mentee so that we can help them process through next steps, and then recollecting data to see if they've made changes in a positive or a negative way that would have a positive or negative impact on learning. And then we want to guide problem solving rather than giving them just quick answers. Just like we have been focusing so much in our math curriculum about making our students thinkers, we also need our mentees, our new teachers, to be thinkers. So not just providing them a quick answer to fix their problem, but asking good questions so that they are able to reflect on and then help themselves come up with the answer that they think would help make them successful. We want to think of ourselves as collaborators. So teaching should never be done in isolation. We all know that. We want to share our resources and ideas. We want all of our new teachers to be successful. We want to assist our mentee in planning, especially at the beginning of the year before true structure is in place. We need them to understand the necessity of routines and procedures over and over until it's done correctly. We want to problem solve together. This goes back to asking good questions so that they can help navigate to an answer. And then we want to celebrate their successes. So we need to see them as people and be looking for those ways that we can celebrate the successes that they are experiencing so that they have something to hang on to on those hard days. If we see ourselves as leaders, leadership is all about influence, not position. You guys already know that. So consistently modeling professionalism, demonstrating excellence in all that we do personally so that we are then sharing that mindset with our mentees. We want to encourage continuous learning. We want to inspire confidence, and we want to hold high expectations and inspire our mentees to understand that we believe they are capable of reaching those expectations. So sometimes when we have to give that hard feedback, some ways that we can not just take the mentality of say something positive, sandwich something not so great in the middle, and then say something positive again. We want to think about hey, I have these expectations, our school has these expectations, and we believe that you can meet them. So let me give you some tools that could help put this in place for you to be successful. And then lastly, mentors as a light shiner. So encouragement is a necessity, especially for our first year teachers. And we remember this from our own first year of teaching. We need to recognize their growth. We need to celebrate it. We need to name it. We need to share it. We need to be the voice of hope in their difficult situations, because we all know they're going to face those days. And we want to focus on their strengths while supporting their growth in areas that need growth. So just to recap, and just for you guys to think on, I want us to think about ourselves as ambassadors, as teachers, as reflectors, collaborators, leaders, and light shiners. And I think that if we do these things well, we will really help our mentees grow in being successful educators. So some of the things I want us to reflect on is, I want you to be thinking about, before the school year starts, how will I intentionally support my mentee to feel welcome and valued? What instructional strengths of mine do I want to explicitly model and convey for my mentee? So things that you know have made you successful in the classroom, I want us to be intentional about sharing that with our mentees, not just telling them, actually showing them, and then have them model it for you so that they're better prepared for day one. What questions will I ask to help my mentee think more deeply about their practice? So this goes back to not just providing an answer, but really drawing out their thoughts and providing more questions and more listening so that they are able to think about what it is that they need to work on or improve. How will I personally model vulnerability and a willingness to share what I've learned from my mistakes? And obviously this is not also a very natural thing for a lot of people, but how can you tell them about struggles that you faced and how what you did didn't work and how you would do it differently in the future? This will help them tremendously. How can I effectively foster a sense of partnership and teamwork? So this goes back to that relationship building. This is why I do think it's important that we're reaching out to them over the summer, that we're offering to help them when we're available. I know that we all need summer break. I'm not asking you to go in and work all the time on your summer break, but I am saying, how can I do little things that will make a big impact when we're together in August? What example am I setting through my words, my actions, my attitudes? Those things really matter for mindset and the culture that we're building. And how can I help my mentees see their strengths and their potential to grow? So I think that these are just some things that are really important for us to reflect on as mentors and as leaders in the building, and as we are building the culture that we want our new teachers to understand as they come into Brookneal. And then also too, I wanted to mention from the Campbell County side of things, there are going to be the training opportunities again this year for mentors. And I really want to encourage you guys to take part in that when you're able. I think that the direction that the curriculum is moving for our mentors is really good, and I think that it will help us as a building be successful, and our new teachers be successful. So I will be in touch more as we get close to New Teacher Week, but I would definitely encourage you, as the email has stated, to go ahead and reach out to your mentee and try to maybe connect with them before that week. But then also too, if you're available at all during the New Teacher Work Week, I will set up some times that I'm going to go in and meet with them and kind of give them a little tour of the building and give them a tour of the Brookneal community so that they kind of understand where our students are coming from. So I will send you guys, once we know the New Teacher Week schedule and when they will be available at Brookneal, we will keep it short for them because I know they'll have a ton of work to do. But I really think it would be great for us to just welcome them and be available to them as we are able to help start their year off on the right foot. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being a mentor at Brookneal this year, and I look forward to working with all of you. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Bye.